Yo, 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 what's up, Sooner fans? This is your host from the Prairie back home, Jeremiah Hall, formerly number 27 on the field, but always number one in your hearts. Here with me today, you know who it is, my right hand man, number 9 on the field, our captain and fearless leader, the Brayden Weight Room Willie Willis. And this is the podcast on the Prairie. What up, B?
What's going on, Jay?
I have made it. I have made it to my destination, my brother. Sooner
Finally.
Nation. Huh?
Finally.
Bro, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Alex made a tweet last night on Twitter. I flew in from Charlotte, North Carolina, to Dallas just to get to Ardmore. You know, I'm in Ardmore now. And typical smooth hour and a half trip. I landed at 6:30, left about 7. I'm thinking I'll be in Ardmore. We're going to record by 8:45. I'll pull up by 8:30. We're going to be good, right? No, bro. No. That was not the case. I'm 20 miles outside of Ardmore down south, right before Marietta. Then there's this huge accident like right in front of us, about like 100, 200 yards away. And we end up parking lot traffic for about 2.5 hours. So what would be an hour and a half drive turned into a 4.5 hour trip. And sadly, I heard somebody, I don't know if this was true or not, this was just outsider information. One of my friends looking on Twitter, I think somebody was killed in an accident or something. But yeah, that backed up traffic for a very long way. But anyways, I'm here. I'm happy. There was a slight breeze in the house this morning, so I thought I'd pull out the hoodies. I'm like, oh, it's that time of year.
Love it. I love hoodie season though.
Bro,
I don't like the cold, but I do like hoodie season though.
I love hoodie season. When I was packing to come here, I was like, I'm gonna be here for a little while, so might go ahead and throw a hoodie in the bag. I'm sweating now though, but I'm gonna rock the hoodie just because it's our hoodie.
Our hoodie. There you go.
For those of y'all listening on Spotify or Apple, I got on our 9x27 number one in our hearts hoodie. For those watching on YouTube, there's a side piece too. It ain't just the front. Alex made this thing kind of crisp. You might need another drop.
What I'm saying.
Hey, bro. All right, y'all. You guys know all about our presenting sponsor, Plainview Legal Group, by now. They are just like you and I. Die-hard Sooners who every Saturday focus solely on Oklahoma football.
Sooner Nation, however, Monday through Friday, they have another singular focus, and that's protecting the property rights of the people of Oklahoma.
If you're contacted by the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority, please know you have rights. I'm going to be honest. I don't know anything about property rights, but if the Turnpike Authority reached out to me, I'd have no idea what to do.
But thankfully, Plainview Legal Group knows exactly what to do. They are property rights experts who fight tirelessly for their clients. Trust me, you want Haley and Travis Dennis on your side.
If you're interested in the support of Plainview Legal, go to their website at www.plainviewlegal.com. Give them a call at 405-310-0183 or email them at info@plainviewlegal.com.
From there, you can schedule a free consultation. So shout out Plainview Legal.
Please see the show notes for disclaimer information. I was debating on whether I was going to ask you this on the pod, but
Shoot.
did old girl ever DM you? You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say her name, but you know who I'm talking about. Is the yes or no question?
Oh, no. I had to think. I didn't know what you were talking about at first.
Oh, you had to think about which girl was what I was talking about. That's what it was, huh?
No. No, sir. Nah, you're not gonna get me in trouble on here.
Hey,
no
bro,
way.
I'm feeling good this morning. I was like, I'm gonna start them off hot. See if I can.
You're trying to get me.
Look. Everybody on YouTube gonna see your reaction too. That's funny, Alex.
I'm over here like confused.
Brayden's like, what's? Anyways, how's your week going?
Hey man, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Same old, preparing, stripping it down to the studs, man, getting ready for these Wildcats, But other than that, it's been good. I got my rental on Monday. Almost didn't get my rental on Monday. So, I'm glad I have that. That has made my life a lot easier. Still seeing if I can get an NIL deal. Working on some stuff. But yeah, so we'll see what happens.
What's the rental? Which car you got?
I have a Ford Escape.
Ford Escape. What year?
I have no clue what year.
I'm asking like it really matters. Like it's a Ford Escape.
Yeah. I have no clue the year, but yeah, it's a nice little car, man. I mean, it looks relatively new, I think. Yeah. But yeah, they could have gave me a hoopty. I don't care at this point. My dad had an old saying, man. He said rubber on wheels is better than rubber on heels, man. So I'm just glad that we got a car.
Hey, he is not lying. Look, hey, man. I had a 2005 Honda Element from high school all the way up until last month. Mm-hmm. And for a year, I didn't have good AC back in 2018, 2019. And so I am appreciative. Every single time I get into a car on a very hot day and the AC is crisp, because I'm just like, yo, I remember when I didn't have AC and it was bad. So like anything, bro, if a car has Bluetooth, to me, I'm just like, praise God.
Yes.
Like God is good. Like your car has Bluetooth, your car has AC. Like I'm grateful, so trust me. What was it? Can you say one more time? Rubber on wheels is better than
rubber on wheels is better than rubber on heels. I used to have my first car was a 2000 or 2001 Ford Explorer called a Blackie.
Yeah,
that was my dog, man. Now that car had a lot of miles on it, probably about 300,000 miles on it, man. And that thing could roll. But man, that was my car, and like I said, when I got that in high school, man, I was happy. I didn't care.
I am a firm believer. I don't care how much money I'll make. I am going to buy my kid. Their first car is going to be a hoopty, and they're not going to get an upgrade for a year. I could be 30 plus mil. I don't care. You're not getting a brand new car. You're getting a used car, and you'll be lucky if there's AC in it. Because I need you to know what the struggle is. Okay,
I agree. Hey, rubber on wheels is better than and I'm going to say the exact same thing. Rubber on wheels is better than rubber on heels.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Nah, that's cool, though. Well, I'm glad you got yourself a rental.
Yeah.
Any chance on when you'll get a new car?
Well, my car will probably be done fixed in 3 weeks, a month, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at Service Kings right now.
Yeah.
In terms of the NIL, I don't know. Like I said, I'm working. I went to a dealership on Monday or Tuesday, and then I also texted a handful of people working on it. Don't know if it's going to happen. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, then it is what it is. But
our guys putting your entrepreneurship skills to use.
Yeah, trying to do a little something.
That's cool. Well, I thought I should give the fans, our listeners, a little life update on what I got going on. So, I'm in Oklahoma now because I just needed to get away from home for a little bit and have a little bit of change of scenery. Like I said, I think last episode, I know some people down here at Ardmore that can help me out just for the meantime. So that's the main reason. And number two, ultimately, guys, if football doesn't work out for me, I want to run a hedge fund someday. I think I've talked about this very, very subtle in the past, but I'm interested in trading. I trade options specifically. I focus on gold a lot. That's my thing for you guys or that are into that. I trade options and I trade leverage. So that's my focus. If anybody knows anything about it, hit me up in the DMs. I'm very enthusiastic about it. So I'll have a conversation on that topic forever. So I'm here in the meantime in Oklahoma. I know some people out here. I'm getting back connected with my MBA program in the meantime. While still staying in shape, I'm still lifting these weights. I'm running these miles and preparing myself for the NFL whenever I get that call. But it's real quiet right now. I haven't heard any news. I might get a workout or something sometime during the season, but I want to prepare myself for the next phase of life while I have the time. I'm not one to sit around all day. So that's why I'm here. I'll never miss an Oklahoma game for the rest of the season because I caught a little bit of heat on that last week, y'all. Like
man.
Jay Hall doesn't watch one OU football game and all hell breaks loose. So I'm sorry, my 7-year streak has ended. It started back in 2015. I watched all those games, watched all of 2016, and then I'm a player for the past 5. And sheesh. So I'll be there this weekend, Brayden. I'll be on the sideline, and we could do like a little chest bumper or something. Okay.
Sounds good. I think the people will love that.
Hey, do y'all still do like the our little hitting thing pregame?
We haven't actually. We used to. So that's fun. It's funny that you say that. We don't do it anymore, but we had the intent to do it at the beginning of the season because when we had our scrimmages and stuff like that, we do it. We used to do it, but our pregame routine is kind of so hectic now. Yeah. We don't really have time. Like it moves really, really fast. Like everything moves fast. We don't really have time. Like we go over there, get like a inside zone, like 2 inside zones, right or left, right, a pass set, and then we're on to the next thing. So we really don't have any time, you know.
Dang. Yeah. Sooner Nation, I started a tradition. I really call it like a shock real quick. Like all the H-backs, tight ends, we all get into a little circle, and basically we hit each other as hard as we can in the chest just to get ready for the game. We get that first hit out the way. So yeah, sad to hear you guys don't do it anymore. I always look forward to that.
We did it as late as the last scrimmage before we started the season. It's just when we got to the first game, stuff just moved really fast in pregame, and we just didn't do it. So we haven't done it since. So.
Oh, good. Well, I'll be there. If any of our listeners have a booth somewhere, y'all should definitely hit your boy up because I'll be on the sidelines, and I'll probably be there till about halftime, maybe after the first quarter, and then I'll say bye to Brayden, and then I'll try and go get comfortable, get some popcorn somewhere. So. If y'all want Jay Hall to come sit next to y'all and chop it up, ask me some questions, maybe even commentate on the game, I'll come say hey. But I prefer you have a booth or at least some cushioned seats because I'm bougie, okay? I like nice things. And, yeah. But anyways, moving on to around the world in college football, we got some decent games going on this weekend. One that stood out to me, Florida and Tennessee. Historically, that hasn't been a great game, but now Tennessee's pretty good. Florida's kind of chippy. Tennessee's ranked 11, Florida's ranked 20. So that's one to stand out. Texas plays Texas Tech. That's when I see Wisconsin plays Ohio State. My upset pick of the week, though, is Washington State versus Oregon. Oregon is ranked. Oregon is not ranked. No. Oregon's ranked 15. Washington State is the one that's not ranked.
Oregon and Washington State. Washington State's pretty good, though.
Yeah, they got a good quarterback, good receiver combo. Here, let me see. I'll pull up their name just so I can give them some credit. Washington State's quarterback, his name is, I think, Cameron Ward. Cameron Ward, that's Washington State's quarterback. And their number one receiver, Donovan Oley. He's pretty good, 6'3", 212 out of Wiley, Texas. So that's my upset pick. You got one?
Man, I do not. I have to actually give me a second here. Give me a second here. Let me look at the games real quick.
Oh, my boy came ill prepared.
I did. I came in prepared. I did. But I'm on it now. I'm on it right now. Let's see.
It's all good. While you're looking, I'll go ahead and say, as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend we play Kansas State, which we all know, and Jay Hall will be wearing a purple shirt due to my fraternity's 50th anniversary. My fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, specifically the Pi Delta chapter, was founded September 22nd, 1972 on this very day, Thursday, the day we are recording 50 years ago. And so it's going up. It's going up, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see us, don't be nervous. it's I can't put this any more nicely. You guys know it's a black fraternity, and I know Oklahoma's a PWI, so don't be nervous if you see us loud and being turned and having a good time. You'll see Jay Hall over there. I'll probably be one of the lightest guys over there, but it's all good. Come say hey. I'll be around. I think I'll be on Campus Corner doing radio at some point, but come say what's up, and I'll take pictures with you and all that type of deal. So, Brayden, you got yourself a pick yet?
I don't. I think your pick is pretty good. Out of all the games, I think that one's probably that was a pretty good one. I think
my backup was going to be USC versus Oregon State.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Duke and Kansas. Who are you taking? Hey man, they're both 3-0. Kansas looks solid. I mean, I don't know how Duke's looking, but they're 3-0. Duke or Kansas, they play each other this Saturday. Basketball powerhouses turn football powerhouses. Who do you have?
Hey, no, that's a pretty good question. The battle of the basketball powerhouses. I'm gonna go with the Big 12 on this one. I'm gonna go with Kansas. I think they're playing pretty good.
They are playing. They're playing well.
I want to see how they do against Texas again this year. That'll be lit.
Come on, KU. Jay, what comes to mind when you think about words like escrow, mortgage, PMI, and appraisals?
Well, I know exactly what they mean, but we'll talk about it later. I'm just not going to tell you right now.
Yeah, sure you do.
Yeah, well, who definitely knows all about those things? Fill in the lean web at the Web Properties Group. When you work with the Web Properties Group, they will answer your questions and help you find the right home that fits your needs and that is in your budget.
Please call the Web Properties Group right now at 405-322-5632 and request a copy of Cracking the Home Buying Code. And once you've done that, hit up our guy, Matt McDaniel at the McDaniel Mortgage Group.
You need to know you're approved for a home loan before you work with Web Properties Group to present an offer to a seller. That's where Matt comes in. You can reach Matt at 214-435-1988 or head on over to www.appwithmatt.com. That is Matt with 2 T's. Not that I think anybody would spell it with 1.
Thank you to this elite real estate / mortgage team who has had your real estate success at heart. All right, back to the show.
Moving on to practice this week. How are things looking?
We've had yesterday, especially. We had a pretty good practice. Tuesday is kind of iffy. I don't think the defense did as well as Coach V would have liked during practice on Tuesday. But what people got to understand is that Tuesdays are very so Mondays are our install days, as you would know. And for Sooner fans, Mondays are like the focus, mental Mondays. Those are the install days. It's kind of a slower pace. We're trying to get everything in. Tuesday is the first time that a lot of the plays or defenses or whatever is installed that week kind of goes into being full speed, So Tuesdays are usually days that could not the cleanest, if that makes sense.
No, yeah.
Wednesdays are usually a lot cleaner than Tuesdays because you just put it in stuff, and this is the first time it's full speed. There's a lot of wrinkles that you got to, iron out and stuff like that. So Tuesday was, it could have been better, but it was, and then Wednesday was really good. Yesterday was really good. So practice has been going well this week, man.
Yeah. So Tuesdays are the day. If there's any day you're going to mess up, it's got to be Tuesday, right?
It's got to be Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you have to be on point. Those are the cleanup days. Those are the days that we got to really make sure that we've cleaned everything up. We're crisp. Tuesday's just a work day. You know what I'm saying? We're installing everything. It's a hard day, a long day. Like that's just a work day. We don't expect to be perfect on Tuesdays, but we do expect to have a lot of effort, energy, and everything like that. So
Wednesday was a little bit better, a little bit more.
Yeah, Wednesday was definitely better. Apparently, the defense did better on their side, and even offense, we did better than we did on Tuesday. So it was a lot cleaner.
Okay.
Kansas State, they run a lot of they run the 3 safety defense like who did? Kent State did.
Yeah.
They run the bandit robber, whatever we call it nowadays. defense as well. So it's going to be a challenge for us.
Yeah, specifically from the defense. They're going up against Adrian Martinez. You know, he played for Nebraska last year? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to want his lick back.
No doubt. He is.
Yeah, him and the Deuce Vaughn combo. You know,
Deuce
I was going
Vaughn.
to say, I wasn't a believer in Deuce Vaughn, their running back, initially, like when he first started balling. But, bro, I if it's anything I'll say now, I am a firm believer. This dude can play.
Yeah, he can.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who number 22 is by now, then, you know, I rarely give credit out to anybody outside of OU football. But this little dude, he's like what, like 5'8", like 5'10", if that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it don't matter. The boy can ball. I was a believer. The boy can ball. I mean, so that's going to be the biggest challenge for our defense, obviously. Yeah. The 1-2 punch of Martinez and Deuce Vaughn. You know, like you said, dynamic running back. I would probably put him up there with anybody in the country. Him and EG with anybody in the country in terms of making people miss. Mm-hmm. Them boys can make guys miss like it's nothing, you know. Yeah. So, great offensive line, you know, as per usual. Solid receivers. They still have Malik Knowles and, you know, some guys, and great special teams. Defense, very solid, you know, very disciplined. They got a really good defensive end, pass rusher. They got a pretty good linebacker, lengthening corners, and obviously they run that 3 safety defense, which is a problem, you know, a little something a little hurdle in itself. So, you know, it's going to be good to get out there and kind of test ourselves. It's going to be the best team we played to this point. You know, Kansas State, speaking of Kansas State in general, you know, they're never scared of OU. They don't care about the sticker on the side of our helmet. Them boys pride themselves on being tough and pride themselves on being disciplined, which is kind of something that we pride ourselves on now. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how our mentality matches up with them now that stuff has kind of changed a little bit, you know? Yeah. So,
yeah, Kansas State always plays good football. I mean, they don't always have the most talent, but rarely do they shoot themselves in the foot. You know, if you're a player or coach and you're listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These type of teams are always hard to play against because we talked about this last episode, winning the turnover battle. They rarely turn the ball over.
Right.
Winning the penalty battle. They rarely have penalties. And I think third down, that's a little bit different because now that we're actually talking about their offense and that type of deal. But they like I said, they rarely shoot themselves in the foot. You know, I always say beware of the state teams in the Big 12 Conference. Iowa State, Kansas State, you know, they're always pretty disciplined. So hopefully you get a chance. Wait, hold on. Are you excited about the playbook this week? Are you going to throw us a dog? Throw us a bone. Throw us a bone.
I'm not going to throw y'all a bone, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about every week's playbook, man. I'm excited about every week's playbook, man. All of it is good. I'm not going to throw y'all no bones, man.
Oh,
no bones. It'd be my luck Kansas State is listening to this, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Yeah. But I come on here every week to be fair, and I'm excited about the playbook, man. I just didn't give y'all any, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't, you know, let y'all know last week. But I thought y'all would get a kick out of seeing that last week. So, you know.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. Good, as Coach Finley says now, good football play. We have some good football plays.
Good football plays. I miss Coach. I'm gonna have to holler at him sometime, either before the game or next week. Oh, do y'all what are the chances we all go to dinner next week? What you thinking?
Like us two?
I mean, shit, man, everybody.
Everybody, like the team?
No, the tight ends.
Oh, the tight ends? Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. We just gotta see what guys have class in the evening because you know that the new afternoon practice schedule is kind of throwing a wrench on.
I was just here thinking about that. Oh, good. One thing I did want to talk about though, Bedlam is now officially over after next year, something like that. That's I'm gonna say it wasn't really much of a rivalry. Let's be real, but there has been some good games. You know, I wasn't Sooner born or anything, so I can't talk about the past 50 years or whatever. But I've always enjoyed playing Oklahoma State. You know, the games generally are fun. I like going to Stillwater and playing. And getting MF'd and, getting cursed out. I love it. It's always
beer poured on us.
Environment. Yeah. Like, they out there throwing stuff at us. The fans cursing us out on the sidelines,
giving us the finger.
Yeah. Flicking us off. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a very hostile environment, but I thoroughly enjoy playing at Stillwater and playing Oklahoma State. So I'm kind of sad that the rivalry has ended, because Mike Gundy, although he's never really done too well against us, he's done well as a coach. Like he has multiple 8+, 9+, 10-game win seasons. So
yeah,
dang, kind of hurt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Couldn't keep that around though. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we have Problems on the Prairie up next. Alex, what all we got?
All right. So me and my boyfriend of 2 years just broke up. We were long distance, and it was an ugly breakup. However, we had plans to go to my favorite band's concert in Little Rock before we broke up. He had bought tickets with his friends, and I bought tickets a few weeks later and got a seat right behind him. My problem now is deciding whether or not I go to the concert and risk seeing him there. I don't want him to think that the reason I'm going to the concert is to see him. I just want to go because they're my favorite band. Do you think I should go despite maybe having to see him, or should I not go and eat the cost of the tickets, about $100?
I got this. Go. Who cares? Who cares? If he see you and he thinks something like that, that has no effect on your life and what you got going. If that's your favorite band, go see your favorite band. Who cares? I mean, personally, I would go and I enjoy myself. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm definitely. I agree with Brayden. I say still go. If you got a good group of friends who can make sure that you have a good time and focus on them, I say go. But you also have to. If it was an ugly breakup and if it was detrimental to you and your mental health, like if you see him and you want to throw up and he's just going to ruin it, then don't go. Don't put yourself in that situation. But if you can still go and have a good time, I say look good when you go. Like make them jealous. Like, that's what happens. Like this, like you see it all the time in movies and you think like, dang, like that's crazy. But it works. In real life, he's probably going to want to be like, yo, like, I'm sorry, da. You have to be like, I don't care and move on. That's what your friends are for. You have only go if you got some good friends. Because if you don't got good friends, then don't go. And don't go. So that's my deal. If the guy's listening, if he's a fan of the pod, then don't be toxic, bro. Let's look. If y'all are breaking up, then don't be toxic. But if y'all still have feelings for each other, we all know how that goes. The love is not straight and narrow. Trust me, I've been there. There's some stuff that I'm not going to speak about on this podcast.
Jay Hall's been there?
Hey, look. Jay Hall done been in some sticky situations. Okay, I have made some decisions that I am not proud of and that I'm taking to the grave. Okay.
Ooh, not Jay Hall. Ain't no way.
Hey, man. Hey. All I can do is give the best advice I can and hope that my kids and others do better than I have. There's a reason I'm single and
same.
Yeah.
Same.
We're reckless.
Whoa.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
not me.
I think that's all we have for this episode of the podcast today. Feel free to keep yeah, you just threw me off. Feel free to keep DMing us your problems on the prairie. in the podcast, on the podcast page, on the Instagram page, on the Twitter page. If you have a NIL deal for Brayden, let's please get this man a car. Feel free to email us at podontheprairie@gmail.com. Or if you're interested in an advertisement or anything like that, that is podontheprairie@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Feel free to hit me up this weekend at the game. Remember, I'll be wearing purple, but I'll probably have like a red hat or something in there. And Brayden, you got anything left for the people?
See y'all Saturday, man.
Yes, Sirski. See you Saturday. All right, y'all.